Hey, what's up, y'all? This is the Mother's House Podcast, and we are here to have a good time.
All day long. What's going on, family? This is your other brother, Colin.
Right.
What is up with my cousin?
Everything's copacetic. How's everything in your life?
I'm good. I just got the WB sharecropper frog in my throat, but I'm good.
Oh, you stupid.
Yeah, I got a little cold, coming off a cold, so, you know, may sound a little different on this podcast, but, you know, gonna keep it trucking, keep it moving.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, you know, everything seemed pretty on the up and up. I can't really complain about too much.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
So, just to get right to the swing of things, so Jay-Z turned down the Super Bowl performance, apparently.
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he turned down the Super Bowl. Well, it's rumored, so this be rumor talk. So Jay-Z, does it really matter if he turned down the Super Bowl, NFL Super Bowl? I've been thinking in my mind when I saw that, like, does it really matter if he did or not? Will that really hurt him, or does that, you know?
I guess it matters to people because I guess I don't know how true or whatever this is, but it's coming off as if he's standing with Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, okay.
Or siding with Colin Kaepernick.
That's what's up. If he's doing it for that reason, he probably doing it for another reason, because he knows Super Bowl is a bunch of bullshit anyway, racist organization. You know, so and that's before Colin Kaepernick. You know, the whole Super Bowl whole experience is like, there's something about that whole experience. You know, everybody flocked to it. Every Sunday is football day. That's a whole new religion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, he like, I don't praise that shit. Fuck that. You know what I mean?
Right. But you know, Super Bowl it's about the game, but it's also like just as much about the halftime show.
Well, a lot of people like to make you think about it. It's really about the money.
Right.
That's really what it's about. The money and the exposure. That's the reason why artists go to it, because the exposure and the more money bringing in more revenue. Also the ads. It's all about money. That's all the Super Bowl is about. It's not even really about the whole damn championship or the trophy or whatever the fuck they get. It's about the money.
Right.
You know, but you know, over the years, you know, you got Michael Jackson perform at the Super Bowl, Beyonce, Janet Jackson. We ain't gonna bring that up because, you know, you hate Justin Timberlake just for that shit.
I don't hate people.
A lot of white people.
It's a lot of people.
A lot of people perform at the Super Bowl. So Jay-Z denying the Super Bowl. But plus, if he was to do the Super Bowl, what he gonna do? 444 on the Super Bowl?
Jay-Z can do the Super Bowl. He can pull off the Super Bowl.
He could, but I wouldn't. If I was him, I wouldn't. Even if I wasn't him, I wouldn't. I mean, even if I was an artist, I wouldn't do it. Because, like I said, you know, it's a racist organization, and for me personally, I wouldn't do it. You know,
so does this mean?
Artist. But you, as an artist, DESHAUN, do you have dreams of wanting to perform at the Super Bowl?
I do. You know, that's a big thing. You know, Super Bowl performance. And I don't know. I mean, of course, as you grow, things change. Then Jay-Z doing this. You know, Jay-Z usually starts trends and stuff. I don't know. So I do still think about possibly doing the Super Bowl halftime show one day. You know,
what makes you want to do it so bad? Is it for the exposure, for just to have a dope ass performance and budget behind it?
I mean, I think they don't just ask anybody to do Super Bowl.
No, they don't. They don't just ask it, but they ask people that they know they're gonna gain revenue from. They ask what people. a lot of people don't watch. There's a lot of people that watch football. You know, like I said, it's a religion. But then you got a lot of women that don't really watch football like that. That bring in the women crowd, and also music lovers across the world. Music is universal, so you throw a little hip hop artist or a pop artist here and there that everybody loves. They gonna watch that before.
They do it,
you know what I'm saying?
for the ratings.
It's for ratings. That's all it's about.
So if I was to ever get approached with doing the Super Bowl, that means I've made it to somewhere as an artist. Like that's a.
Well, that's like for instance, when Beyonce got approached for the Super, she done it twice, didn't it? She did it multiple times.
She headlined once, but she's been in it more than once.
Okay, gotcha. Like Beyonce ain't necessarily had to do Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Well, of course, but just the fact that she was asked, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like same thing. It's not surprising that they would add Jay-Z. I mean, that's not the surprise. It's not even surprising Jay-Z turned it down to me. I mean, that's not a surprise to me. Even if Colin Kappernik wasn't out here protesting, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think, like I said, man, it's a racist organization. It's been a racist organization since. I mean, you gotta read the book for the $400 million slave.
Right.
Read that book. You know, how they did the race draft, the fake fantasy football draft with the slave auction, kind of like the Get Out situation they did earlier this year. Like the NFL been doing some lot of racist shit. You know what I'm saying? As an organization. And it been doing that kind of shit. People just been keeping their blinders on because they so in love, infatuated with their particular team. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
or home team or whatever.
I agree.
Like for instance, like a lot of my people, peers, you know, who live in Atlanta, they going to that Falcons game. They're like, fuck Kaepernick. I'm going to the Kaepernick Falcons game, but that's my home team. He don't play for my home team. So.
Right. But see, okay, the whole thing with it's a racist organization, which I totally agree with. Aren't there a lot of organizations that's racist and that black people still support, including Jay-Z?
Well,
so it's
black
like
people. I'm speaking just for myself. I ain't saying all black people should not support it. You know what I'm saying?
So it's I don't know. I just feel like sometimes we as black people, we kind of like choose.
Hypocritical to some.
You said what?
Extent. Being a hypocrite to a certain extent.
Yeah, because it's like we kind of choose when we want to play the black card, I guess.
But that's the thing, man. I was listening to somebody. I don't know who it was. They said something deep. That's like, you know, they were like saying how back in the day, like nowadays, a lot of people be like, if I was living back in the day, you know, if I was living during the 50s and 60s, man, white people wouldn't be able to do me like that. Or if I lived during slavery, black people wouldn't do me like that because I was, you know, debunking, right? But that's kind of like bullshit. You know, you gotta call out on that bullshit because, like, how many motherfuckers gonna not take the bus? Your only mobile transportation to get to and from the work, your girl house, you know, your side chick house, wherever you trying to go. How many of y'all gonna be like, I ain't taking Uber, I ain't taking no bus, you know what I'm saying? I ain't pumping no gas. How many of you really willing to boycott like that?
Right.
For over how many days they did it? I think over 80 days, probably longer than that. I think 100. They did it for
a long time. I'm gonna just say it was a long time.
It was a long ass time. Like nowadays, we in a place of privilege to be saying like, yo, I ain't about to boycott this. I ain't about to boycott that.
Right.
Or I'm boycotting this, but I ain't gotta boycott Walmart.
Right. Because
that's where I get all my food.
What makes exactly you gonna boycott Target but not Walmart or whatever?
Yeah,
it's like, so what makes
Walmart not Target?
So what makes basketball a less racist organization than football?
Basketball, that's another, exactly, like you said it right there, like what make basketball less racist than football?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Do they not have a draft? Like, they don't allow players to do, like, they all have those same really strict rules.
Yeah, but I guess what it is, like, the fact that Colin Kaepernick
and that's what I'm getting to. So I guess just to stand behind Colin Kaepernick.
I guess it's that. I mean, that's why football is getting the limelight right now. Nobody is really calling out the NBA for its racist acts, when it should be. I mean, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, we all partaking. Like, how many of us gonna go support Marvel?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like
it's like you gonna support the same movie theater that's gonna push the same money back into the same political system that's gonna continue to oppress you. Like we continue the cycle of oppression by trying to block off one side of the oppression instead of just blocking off all the shit. And it's easier said to be saying
right,
that,
exactly.
Like, me just saying that, like, yo, that what's up, Jay-Z. He ain't fucking with the Super Bowl. Even I kind of applaud him to a certain degree.
I do too.
Yeah, but I'm just like, is it really that big a deal? You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, I guess it's a big deal because of what the message it's sending. And it's Jay-Z. And Jay-Z, like I said, he kind of like, he's a very heavy influencer in our community. So,
he is.
I don't know. I just feel like, and us too, like, it's just so hard to boycott stuff when you're so a part of a system.
Part of your fabric, like your everyday living.
Like we're woven into the system. We don't have our own anything. So, it's just hard to boycott. I don't know what
it is hard to try to break out of the system. It was easier back then because they had their own bus and trick. Like back in the day, I remember who was telling me this. Some old dude told me this back at Fort Valley. He was telling me about a time when his uncle or his granddaddy had a taxi service. They were a black-owned taxi service.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we had our own black-owned taxi services. You know what I'm saying? Our own black-owned Uber service. So when a lot of people who couldn't, take the buses, were doing the bus boycott, they would just call that black-owned taxi service.
They had black-owned everything.
Yeah, we had a lot of shit, but that's not everywhere. But certain areas had their own shit. What I'm saying? It
was a lot of areas though. It was basically just about every decent sized city had, a lot more black-owned businesses.
Yeah. And now look at us now. We don't own half of the shit in our own neighborhood.
Right. We boycott. We gonna starve. We gonna like how we gonna function. So I don't know.
But that's the beauty about our generation. If we live in a collective mindset and a collective way of spending our money, we could have that shit like tenfold within a year or two. But the problem is that it will take more than a year or two because just get our mindset to try to build a business. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It would probably take almost 2-3 generations just to get that shit going. Because we so not infatuated, but so
dependent
in depth, not in depth, but integrated into this system.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our daily lives is integrated into this process. And when we watch TV, we integrate into it. When we look on our social media apps and look at what's trending, you know what I'm saying? We integrate into the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm not speaking from a person who's like, hey, I don't fuck with that shit. Y'all shouldn't fuck with that shit neither. I'm speaking from a place like, I'm fucking with the shit too.
It's definitely a we, like all of us. Yeah. So if I was to do the Super Bowl 10 years from now, would you be mad at me?
Would I be mad? I don't even know if it'll be a Super Bowl 10 years from now. But
okay, let's say that there is.
If it is one and you was part of it and it was still on some bullshit, I just question you about it on the sideline. I won't be too mad at you. I knew that's your dream. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not like after I do that I can die. It's just like one of your things you want to do in your career, like, ooh, play the Super Bowl show.
Yeah, take it off to one of your milestones.
Exactly. Like that would be.
What now? Is the reason why you want to do it because you saw all the great that you looked up to did it.
Exactly.
Or is because well, I think you can set a new standard. A lot of your greats, maybe we have something. I don't know. Maybe something new will pop off, and you can be like, you know what? I'm gonna be the first one to do this, and people behind me gonna be looking up to me and be like, look, I want to jump on that platform because it's Sean.
Right. You can do that, and then also that's not the only thing I want to do either. It's not like
exactly.
Once I do the Super Bowl, I can die.
Once I do the Super Bowl, I can die.
Or if I never do the Super Bowl, I'll die. It's just something that I look towards.
Now is that you're an R&B singer? Do you think that's a lot of like R&B / pop influence, or just really great artists look forward to doing? I don't know.
Yeah, I think most. I mean, who turns the Super Bowl down?
Jay-Z.
Right. Most, like, I don't know. I feel like once you get to a certain, you just start looking towards some of the things you would really like to do. You know, I don't really talk about all the things I want to do.
Right.
But I can't see Beyonce and Bruno Mars and Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson and Prince, I think, did it one year. I can't see them saying that they didn't want to do the Super Bowl. Like, they never thought about it.
During those times, too.
Right.
You know, at that time.
Right. They never thought about doing the Super Bowl. It just kind of happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it was like, we gotta make this happen, get this big, so I became, let's perform at the Super Bowl.
But see, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And, I don't think it was that.
Because my thing is, it's more so of, if they're asking me to do the Super Bowl, I must be, like, a certain stature of artist gets asked to do this. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I'm in the conversation of I might do a Super Bowl,
level
right, that means I have reached a certain level of success. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a certain catalog. Like, it signifies something to me. It symbolizes something to me. So it's not even about the Super Bowl. It's the fact that, damn, if they ask you to do the Super Bowl, you must be some big shit. Like, you must have done put in your work to be especially as a black man, you know. That's just a whole another thing.
Yeah, I think Jay-Z would be the first real hip-hop standalone artist as a headline if he was.
Oh, he would definitely be like the first hip-hop artist.
Yeah, but guess who they gonna get instead?
Who?
Kendrick.
Yeah, no. What if he says yes?
Exactly. He can just line of those woke folk up. They gonna be mad.
It's gonna be Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake.
Okay, all three of them together on the stage. Yeah, Drake would definitely do it.
You said Drake would definitely do it.
Drake
like, fuck this, I'm half white.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know, I wouldn't put it past Kendrick. I wouldn't put it past Kendrick to do it. You know, he already gone to the damn football, the training camp, so I don't pass him.
Right, so it's like, I don't know. It's just interesting how we as a people don't do this, but we do that, and it almost kind of contradicts what we said we didn't do or wasn't going to do, so I don't know.
We do that a lot, but it's because we don't have a central focus, you know. We have a central focus, we just want to be able to live freely, make money, do things, you know what I'm saying? But our central focus is not group collective focus. You know what I'm saying? It's not for the best interest of the collective group of the black people or the black population. You know, and that's the issue. That's the reason why we have the Mother's House podcast and other, you know, avenues, things that we trying to push. As two young black men, we just trying to push more unity amongst black people. So,
right,
you know, just be aware that, you know, be aware of your contradictions and why do you contradict. That's another thing. A lot of us don't understand why do we contradict. Some of the shit we do contradict. Like, you know, I don't fuck with no damn award shows, right? But let me catch an award show, you know, on my damn Twitter. I stop and watch it.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be in my face regardless, so I'm going to end up seeing it. You know what I'm saying? I
don't think we even, because we're so woven into the system, I don't think we notice that we contradict stuff.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, I don't. I think because, like you said, we so webbed into it. It's like it's like in your subconscious you contradict yourself. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you're unconsciously contradicting what you're trying to stand for. You know, every day. So it's a constant battle. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you constantly trying to battle it, I think that's one of the reasons why Tupac Shakur ended up, you know, having the mind state he had towards the later part of his life. You know, being super paranoid and a lot of stuff. Is because, you know, the contradictions, you know what I'm saying, it ate him up, and he was trying to fight him. You know what I'm saying? You were trying to fight him like hell.
I guess to a certain extent,
to the point where you just paranoid as fuck.
I guess to a certain extent, all black people have that.
Yeah, every black person has a right to be paranoid.
Like, you have to battle with the conscious side, because we all got a conscious side. I don't care where you was raised as a black person. All black people got a conscious side. So it's like you have to constantly, like, especially as an artist, then as a mainstream artist or anybody with any type of power, you know what I'm saying? Like, even like a restaurant manager or somebody, you constantly have to, you know, is this beneficial? Well, I should help him out. He is a black man, or I don't know, should I do this? Should I do that? I need to look out for this, like how this looks. So, yeah.
But I don't 100% agree with every black person having a conscious side, because I don't think, what his name? Eldridge Cleaver, I don't think he has a conscious side. He's a damn politician. Or Clarence Thomas, or
I think they do.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Clarence Thomas grew up in the South.
I think, and there's another thing: money and power manipulates your conscience.
Now, I'm not saying they act on it.
I see what you're trying to say.
Right.
They have it in them.
Yeah, they have. We all have it in us.
So one day we'll see Stacey dance with some hair wraps and kente cloth.
I mean, that says nothing. First of all, that's just
really
clothes.
doesn't. But I'm just that really doesn't. That's just a stereotype of what they call them, shea butter women.
Right.
We can see Stacey Dash. She be the spook that sat by the store and be like, "Let me tell you what these white people really thought about me and all these black folks." If she does do that, we all gonna be looking at her like, "Bitch, you just trying to get in our group of races because they fired you." You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting, man.
It is. It's very interesting.
It's interesting, but like, you know, shout outs to Jay-Z for
big ups to
turning down
Jay-Z.
if he really did turn it down, and you know, all
if that was the reason,
that's what's up. I commend him on that. I would have done the same thing, me personally. Even if I was like a Nasir status, like
it's gonna be Kendrick, J. Cole, and Nas.
Say that again, Kendrick, J. Cole, and who?
Nas. And Lauryn Hill to do the Super Bowl.
And Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj gonna be she gonna be on there. Oh man, that would hurt a lot of black folks' hearts. Oh man, but
and Jesse Williams, second job.
I just think that, you know, like I said, we all know the whole game that we play in. Like, it's like one in Super Bowl. Football is just a game. It's not that fucking serious. It's really not. I swear it's not. And for us to have to talk about Jay-Z tonight in the Super Bowl, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I guess it's interesting in the sense of, you know, what do we value more? You know what I'm saying? Do we value representation? Do we want representation in the Super Bowl? Do we need representation in the Super Bowl when majority of the players in the Super Bowl is black? You know what I'm saying? Don't we need more representation in the owner box? You know what I'm saying? In the higher up levels of the NFL? You know what I'm saying? Or is that what we're looking for? Like, what is the fuck are we looking for from these
protesting the
racist organizations? Are we trying to have a black person in the racist organizations so we can have representation?
Are you asking Oscars, what are we looking for from boycotting? Like, why? Like
why are we boycotting the NFL? What I'm trying to figure out is like, what are we boycotting? See, this is the thing about Colin Kappernik situation. And don't get me wrong, I applaud Colin Kappernik for every fucking thing he do, everything he doing. But he turned away from what the fuck he was boycotting for to him just not playing football. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He's
boycotting for police brutality, the financial infrastructure and the prison pipeline for black males. You know what I'm saying?
And he's not boycotting, he just kneeled.
And he just knew that's his protest. That's what he protests. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
And I guess
he
people
didn't
are
really boycott. He was protesting.
So are you trying to figure out why are black people boycotting
the NFL because he's not playing, or are we boycotting the NFL because we feel the same message and everything that he was protesting? Are we really doing it for the protest, or are we doing it for him playing football? We just want to see him back on the field.
I think,
you know what I'm saying?
It sounds like I think they just want to see him back on the field.
Like, me too. That's what I'm saying. Like the whole purpose of him protesting had gotten lost in the media by focusing so much on what the media had to say. Focus on what the fuck well, that's stupid. A. Smith or whatever Smith.
Stephen A. Smith.
Get the guy there. Yeah, him. You know, a lot of these sportscasters been talking about it. It pulled away from the real impact what he's trying to do, and what he was trying to do is bring light to police brutality, the death of unarmed black men, the death of unarmed black women, the death of black people and black babies, the missing black children, all the shit that, black lives. Everything dealing with black lives that's fucked up right now. He was protesting for that and speaking out for that. Now black people are saying, I'm boycotting the NFL because,
So you're basically saying, so the way y'all making it sound, that's why y'all boycott. All they got to do is hire Colin Kaepernick back, and y'all just gonna be right back at the TV rooting.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it should go beyond just fucking that. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel you on that. I feel you on that because when it's so shallow, it's easy to overdo.
Exactly. I mean, it goes right back to the same bullshit that you've been dealing with. Black kids will still continue to get shot. Even if we were to boycott the NFL, they still get shot. They still get shot today. You know what I'm saying? We boycott. And granted, the NFL is losing a lot of viewership due to this whole Colin Kaepernick thing, which is a good thing. I ain't knocking it. I ain't knocking nobody.
And the thing about it is like,
I'm just saying, what are you boycotting it for?
Right, exactly.
And what you gonna do beyond that?
Right. Yeah. That's a good point. It is. I totally feel you. Basically, we need to have a little bit more roots and a better foundation in our protests.
Exactly. And understand where the protest began from. Like, for instance, a lot of people scream out Black Panther this, Black Panther that. What was the roots on the Black Panther? To protect and provide food, shelter, and clothing for the young children and the mothers of the neighborhood, and also keep the law from beating up and killing unarmed black men for no damn reason, or beating on them or harassing them. That's a foundation. A lot of people say I'm a Black Panther just to be like, hey, that sounds revolutionary and dope. You know what I'm saying? Just to say. So.
But why can't you use? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going back to the Super Bowl halftime show. But.
No. That's what we on. So
why can't? Okay, if they asked me to do the Super Bowl halftime show, why can't I use that platform to bring notoriety to all that stuff?
Like Beyonce did.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, why can't I just invite? He should do it and invite Colin Kaepernick on stage, and they all take a kneel.
He could, but at the same time, because it's kind of like Carl Lewis, what is it? John Carlos, I forget the other brother name, but they did the Olympics.
The Fist, yeah. The Fist.
Yeah, the Fist. I think the man named John Carlos. I forget the main guy name. I forget their names. I know John Carlos, but they stand up for the Fist, and that's where the Black Power Fist came from. And I guess
then it goes back to like, oh, this is interesting. But then I go back to what you were saying earlier. Like, it's all about money and it's all about the system. So if we're going to boycott the system, we need to all boycott the system.
Exactly.
And symbolism not gonna get us but so far. It ain't got us but so far.
Yeah, so, it hasn't. I mean, us protesting, and that's the thing, man. We can protest. That's good. We need protest. We need to get the voice out there of the struggle, of the oppression, all that good stuff, right? But you got to go beyond the protest. Protest ain't gonna solve the problems. How much money are you putting back into black businesses? How much money are you investing into land ownership? How much money are you investing into your own children's entrepreneurship. You dig what I'm saying? Are you teaching your children entrepreneurship? What are you teaching your children?
And then
you
not
want
just
to be in the NFL or the Super Bowl basketball game. You know, are you teaching them to become entrepreneurs behind that shit? Like, what are you teaching?
Right. It's too many ways to get caught back up because it's like I said, we just too woven to the system. Like from your phone to the TV, it's just too much to be really having. And it's not enough of us to have a big takedown corporation effect with boycott.
Yeah.
And then
not too many of us.
And at the same time, all of us don't be boycotting.
No, we don't. We don't even protest.
Right.
We don't even protest. That's true. You know, but you know, I like the fact that people haven't given the talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are like, this is the age of information. A lot of people are getting a lot of information, and a lot of people give it out bad information behind them. You know, by going to the information highway called the internet. But you know, I think that's a good thing. But at the same time, is it building you to want to build with your brother? You know, have more empathy and trust and.
Hello.
Just regurgitating what we see on TV just because it look cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you can use, but you know what? You can use that platform. Like, you can go and find, like, you can talk about Flint when you do the Super Bowl.
Right.
You can talk about all the things that get ignored, especially when you start to talk about, you can do reparations, you can talk about a lot of political stuff as well. And I don't know, I just think it's still a lot of different ways you can use that platform without looking like a
get the message out.
Yeah, but I still really commend Jay-Z if he is saying, you know, I'm gonna side with Colin Kappernik and say, you know, I'm boycotting this too, you know, so or whatever.
Yeah,
to support, if he's doing it to support Colin Kaepernick, or for some reason that he think it'll help push our movement forward a little bit more, I commend him for that. I'll say that.
Yeah. Now, you know, and like you speak to what you were just saying, like using those platforms, like David Letterman, when J. Cole went out there, he did that powerful performance. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying? I Can't Breathe for
Eric Garner.
Michael Brown, you know what I'm saying? That
was it, Eric Garner?
He used that platform for that. And he wasn't even supposed to go out there to perform that. He just chose to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as an artist, you do have a voice, and you have that platform.
Right. It's like we are the voice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
We supposed to use platforms, you know, take advantage of the fact that we have the Super Bowl, the Grammys, the MTV Awards, to this, to that, to this, Jay Leno show, whatever show, to really, you know, artistically and poetically, you know, present what's going on in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is our way of doing it. Even if you didn't have a song to match what was going on in Flint, well, you could wear a t-shirt that said, what about Flint? Like, that right there help, you know, bring awareness to the situation. So I don't know. I just be thinking about stuff like that.
It's interesting, man. There's so many different ways to get the voice out there. Now, you don't necessarily need to have to go on the route of, you know, doing the Super Bowl to do it. But, you know, when you do have those platforms at your disposal, use them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Use them if you can. If you don't want to fuck with it, because you know it's a bunch of fuck shit anyway, you know, they just doing it for money, and more money is going to be generated behind your message. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, me personally, even if I have a strong ass message and I can use that platform, I'm speaking as far as the Super Bowl. Now, like Jay Leno, I definitely go on Jay Leno and do some shit, or any other, you know, late night TV show or something. But like something like the Super Bowl, yeah, I still be like, fuck that, nah, because it's just too much money being generated off of my performance, going right back to the same system. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. So I get both sides. I get what you talking about, and I know this sounds egotistical, but I get me too. I get what I'm saying.
I get me too, shit. Yeah, but I don't knock it either way, neither. But
And I think the message of what we're saying is you have to use your platform.
Yeah, you do got to use your platform, and that's another thing. You not doing nothing. That's saying a lot.
Right.
You not doing it is saying a lot. So why the fuck he really not? He probably like, I ain't doing that. I'd rather spend time with my girl, my wife, and my
nigga, it's one night.
babies.
Give me a break.
I don't feel like doing that shit.
And I gotta do a Super Bowl tour.
Yeah, you know, it's just a day. You know what I'm saying? So he like, fuck that. On that day, I'm actually going to be in Africa, so fuck that.
I think he's going on tour anyway real soon. And
he is.
And also,
I think he's already on tour, ain't he?
I think also he has the right to decline. Like, he has that right. Even if the Colin Kaepernick thing never happened, he still got the right to say no. Like, shit. Yeah. I don't feel like it. I don't like the Super Bowl. It's too much flashy shit.
No, either way too. So.
Right. So that's what's up.
Yeah, that was up though. Shout out to Jay.
Shout out to Jigga Man.